Hi there team, Coach Alexa here. I wanted to talk to you about something that quite a few runners ask me about, which is why do the first 5 or 10 minutes of the run feel so dreadful compared to the rest of it? I think there's a few things going on here. The first one of which is your body literally needs to warm up. There's lots of research done by the cycling sort of area of sport in particular about the optimum operating temperature for muscles. So it literally takes some time of those muscles moving, generating heat, burning fuel to reach that optimal muscle temperature where they perform at their best. So you need to go through that little bit of phase of warming up in order to get to the points where the muscles loosen up and are working as best as they can. And a similar related thing happens with your joints. So as you start running, a little bit more impact goes through your joints nice and gently to start with, and that will stimulate the production of synovial fluid. So that will make your joints a little bit more supple for later on in the run. So there's those two things that are going on. The third thing, which I think actually has quite a big factor on some people particularly, is your breathing and your heart rate. So our breathing and heart rate is determined by a little sensor in our brain that measures the carbon dioxide level in our blood. And when the carbon dioxide level gets too high, a little signal is sent out, breathing rate increase, heart rate increase, to cope with getting more oxygen in and expelling more carbon dioxide. The problem is there's a bit of a lag on that system. So if you've ever done a sprint for a train or a bus, you'll know that you can run for a little bit, 10, 15, 20, maybe 30 seconds without your body realising that it needs to breathe more, and then suddenly, normally when you're on the train sat next to somebody, rather embarrassingly you have to kind of pant away next to them for a minute or so to get your breath back. So that's what your body's kind of going through when you start off running. You can run for a little bit, it doesn't realise that your carbon dioxide levels are building up, get to a certain point, the alarm bell goes off, your heart and breathing rate go really high, so the carbon dioxide levels drop down, maybe a bit too much, and it just kind of wobbles around for a bit and takes a while for the brain, the body, to realise the sort of our usual rate, the nice kind of steady rate of heart and breathing that is needed for the speed of running that you're doing. Two things that you can help with this, because that's quite an uncomfortable process to go through, it doesn't feel very nice. The first one is taking some time to warm yourself up gently. So start off at a nice gentle pace where you can have a full conversation with somebody running next to you and gradually build up that speed for the first 5, maybe 10 minutes of the run. Particularly spend longer on this if you're going to then go on to do a faster paced run, tempo run or intervals or hills. Second one is maybe just check in later on in one of your runs to start with what your breathing rhythm is. So many runners will have a little bit of a pattern of breathing that perhaps aligns with the way their feet land. So me, for example, if I know I'm running a really nice, good warm-up pace, if I'm breathing in for 3 footfalls, out for 3 footfalls. Everyone has a completely different rhythm, so it's really unique to you. So maybe just get a sense of that and start consciously at the beginning of your run breathing at that rate. And that will just sort of shorten the amount of time it takes the body to settle into the right rhythm. You're kind of preempting the amount of breathing that you need to do, and that could help sort of reduce that feeling of goodness in that first 5 or 10 minutes of the run. Hope that helps. Any questions, just let me know.